Hi, I'm Danielle with Maniv Mobility, and we're here on our Catch Up with Our Portfolio series. First up, we have Yoav Levy, the CEO of Upstream Security.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us in your brand new offices.
Thank you for coming.
Loving the design. Whoever did this, really very impressive.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a bit about the last year. I think you've had a lot going on between a recent fundraise, a great report. I would love to hear everything that you have to say.
Yeah, we had an exciting year last year, 2019. So I think if we look at the key achievement that we had last year, I would say one of the major one was we just passed the 2 million vehicles in our connected car platform. That was a great achievement. We actually managed to get there on Q1 last year. And so we're already seeing scale, like lots of vehicles, both commercial and private cars. And from all this data, we're actually building and making our product better. As much as we see more and more data, we're able to improve our technology. So in Q2, Q3, we completed the B round. It was an exciting round. We did a strategic round. Thank you very much, Maniv, for joining the round. So the round was led by Alliance Venture, the Nissan Mitsubishi fund. And together with them, we had Volvo Group. It's the truck company, trucks and commercial vehicles, together with the Hyundai and automotive, which is a subsidiary of Hyundai. And we also had an insurance company joining Nationwide, together with our existing investors. So we raised $30 million. And now we are very well funded, ready for our next challenges, scaling up the company and continue to grow.
That's great. So what do you think that we should expect to see in the upcoming year?
Yeah, so I would say that what we've seen 2019 mainly on the market trends, so we saw the change or the shift from in-vehicle security into more focus on the operational side of security, like building a vehicle security operations center, what is called like a VSOC. So today I think we're seeing most of the OEMs in the market are building VSOC, start monitoring their connected vehicles, their services around them, where some of them are building it in-house and running this operation in-house. On the other side, we see OEMs building it or actually offloading it to the large MSSPs. So one big achievement that we had last year is we managed to partner with a bunch of leading MSSPs, where we integrated our technology into their SOC, and together with them, we are actually offering the OEMs that decide to build it externally, the technology to run this vehicle SOC.
Interesting. So you mentioned a few strategic investors, including OEMs and a very well-known insurance company. I'd love to better understand how the OEMs are looking at cybersecurity for the vehicle and how this falls under part of their strategy.
Yeah, so what we managed to do, and you can see like our B round, which is a syndicate of OEMs, it's actually emphasized the importance of cybersecurity for these companies. What we see is that they look at it as the industry problem and not like a specific OEM problem. And the reason these companies, that some of them are actually competing with each other, decided to invest together is because it's very important for them. I think last year was the year that they actually decided to put budget and actually start deploying our solution.
So basically, I think you're even identifying another very interesting trend, which is this is a cross industry challenge. And we're seeing, I think also in the upcoming year in 2020, we're going to be seeing more and more car manufacturers, maybe suppliers also, getting together, collaborating to find the best solution. And I think your investors is a very good example of that.
Right. I think that you can see it both in investing in Upstream as a syndicate of OEMs, some of them competing with each other, but also you can look at Auto Isaac, another group that OEMs are jointly participating and contributing to the cybersecurity protection of the connected vehicles. And definitely, yes, we're seeing this trend.
Just throwing this out there, there are a few manufacturers who are building more in-house solutions. Do you see moving forward more manufacturers moving to in-house, kind of wanting to control, or is it leaning towards more the collaborative, like what you had just mentioned? So another example I'll bring up just off the top of my head is there was a recent partnership announcement between PSA and FCA. We're still not sure how that's going to play out. But which direction do you see this going?
Yeah, I would say that there are manufacturers that decide or usually do everything in-house. An example is Tesla, that usually builds all the technology in-house. I don't see them going out and using one of the MSSPs to operate this SOC for them, as this is like core technology and core business for them. However, I do see OEMs that offloading this VSOC to the large MSSPs, especially because of the economy of scale, where once the MSSPs see more and more OEMs and see more and more vulnerabilities and technology, they will actually be able to do their work better because they have experience, they see more and more incidents. That's improved their ability to protect their connected vehicles. And
with so many vehicles becoming more and more connected, this is really a main area of focus and a main concern for the manufacturers. So I think that's a very interesting point. If they move towards a supplier who really is seeing so many different vehicles and so many different use cases, you're really covering all of your grounds. Do you have any word of advice for Elon Musk, who's building this in-house?
Yeah, I think my first advice would be try to use Upstream.
Good advice, solid.
I'm not sure he's going to take it, but I think the advice is, I think because the manufacturers, the OEMs, are using the same tier 1s and the same tier 2s and tier 3s to build their cars, that's in one hand a good thing because they are able to deploy the newest technology. On the other hand, it also introduces a risk because if there is a vulnerability in one of the ECUs coming from a specific tier 1, it means that there are multiple OEMs that will have this vulnerability.
So I'll touch on one of the things that you just mentioned. So we're seeing OEMs that are kind of collaborating with each other, collaborating with innovations, and we're seeing others that are moving towards building things in-house and keeping things within the company. I'd love to hear from you what you think about the different approaches and also where Upstream fits in.
Good. So we do see these two trends. Some of the OEMs decide to build it in-house, build the operation of the vehicle SOC in-house, and as they see it like critical for them to monitor it by themselves and put their own technology. On the other hand, we do see trends of OEMs that are deciding to offload it to MSSPs. There are pros and cons to do both. And we see both trends. And of course, the pros in doing it externally by MSSPs is their ability of the MSSPs to cover multiple OEMs. And once they see more and more data, more and more type of vehicles, they are able to do a better job on covering the security. Where Upstream fits, so we're actually working with both. So we're working directly with OEMs that builds the technology in-house. We deploy our solution in their cloud and actually enable that we provide the technology that enables them to operate this VSOC. And we also partner with a handful of MSSPs that deploy our technology and now offer the OEMs and the fleets VSOC services.
Yoav, thanks for joining me today. This was great, and I'm loving your offices so much.
Thank you very much for coming and for this interview.
Thank you.